Hello. Okay, this is the last video. This is like day 2 about me wearing this shirt. Like, I go to work, so this is like my work shirt, so don't mind me. But this is really for like the ladies and the men too, but really for the ladies. Okay, so oh yeah, thank you for, if I didn't say it, my name is Ariel, and thank you for tuning back in with God in us. You know, Lord in us, the Lord and our Savior, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you for creating this world. I appreciate you for creating us. I appreciate you for creating the nature and the beauty and everything of its life. You know, like everything that you have created, I appreciate you for. But speaking of beauty, okay, ladies, if you know you're beautiful, it's okay to say you are beautiful. It's okay to be like, you know what, I feel gorgeous. And there's nothing wrong with saying I'm gorgeous. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm beautiful. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm pretty. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm cute. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself, you know, like, especially like nowadays, it's like, well, I'm if you say I'm gorgeous or I'm beautiful, it's like you're saying it in a stuck-up way. But really though, like, you love yourself so much to say, like, not just my outer, but like me as a person, you know, like me as a person, I am gorgeous, like on the inside and the outside, you know, and God made me that way. So if you are gorgeous on the inside and the outside, say that. It might be some people that are very discouraging when you say like you're gorgeous, or they'll be like, oh, she's not that gorgeous. That's because they're not gorgeous on the inside. Like real life, they might not think of themselves as gorgeous on the outside either. So you can't really be like, you know, you can't feed the negativity. You know, I was watching this little clip of like Cash Doll and Be Loves, and she was just saying, like, don't feed the negativity, feed the positivity, you know. And let me tell you something. There's a lot of women out here that are gorgeous on the inside and gorgeous on the outside, and they'll never make you feel down about you saying you're pretty. Actually, they'll probably try to uplift you. And that's the only type of women that I want to be around, and the only type of women that you should be around too. Because if you're around women that's like, oh, you know, I'm actually prettier than you, I'm actually, you know, more successful than you, I'm actually more, I'm doing more than you, they're really not doing more though. Like the real life, they're really not. They might be doing more financially if they say so, but like I said, like the ones that are going through a low right now, the high is the most high. Like the high is the most high, and not saying like you're gonna do better than them, but don't ever knock nobody because they're down. You know, don't ever kick anybody when they're down, because it could be you. You know, like, it really could. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, like if there are women that's trying to push you down, if there's women that are trying to make you feel less of yourself because you feel so highly of yourself, don't hang around them. That means they actually have their own problems of their own. They have their own like issues. They have their own insecurities that they cannot get past for some reason, because they have to be the prettiest, they have to be the most successful, they have to get the most money, and you know, they have to do stuff that really isn't that important. Like, how are you on the inside? You know, because if you're not even gorgeous on the inside, I don't even want to talk to you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Me personally, like, I know this is about God and love everybody, not love everybody. If I see a beautiful woman on the street, if I see a beautiful man on the street, I'm gonna acknowledge, well, probably not gonna, I mean, I'll say it, but I'm not going to be like, she's pretty, or he's successful, he gets money. You know, like, I'm no hater. You know, God's children, I feel like we are not haters whatsoever. Like, because we know that God got us, you know. So if we see somebody else being successful, that's just letting us know that God is doing his work. God is creating his children for a bigger purpose, a bigger plan, you know. So it's just like, and if I'm not, okay, side note, if you're really the prettiest, I feel like pretty women uplift other pretty women. Like, if you're really pretty, you should never make another woman feel down about not being as pretty as you. Whatever that means, you know, whatever that means. Oh, you're not as pretty as me, you know, like, that's like, you know, that's really insecure. In my opinion, it's insecure. You know, it really is. Because, I don't know, I feel like beautiful women, they uplift other women in general. Like, they would never make another woman, that's how you know, like, the true pretty ones, the true beautiful women, the true gorgeous women, they don't make other women feel down about themselves, like, at all. And that makes them even more beautiful. That makes them even more gorgeous. That makes them even more pretty, you know? Because it's like, okay, you're pretty on the inside. But I notice when women aren't as pretty on the inside, it kind of makes them look ugly, you know, like real life. Like, they'll be pretty on the outside, but like once you start like getting to know them or like them showing them true selves, or them showing how stuck up they can be, or showing how showing how ugly they can be, it really does reflect on the outside, because you start seeing like the ugliness. Like, you start, like, they'll be pretty, but like when you really start talking to them, or when you really start feeling how they are, like, they'll just be like, I don't know, like, I don't call anybody ugly, but like the ones that are ugly on the inside, like, I feel like I can see it. Like, I can see it on the outside. And it'll just be like, you're not that pretty anymore. Because now it's like, you're not that pretty because you're trying to down somebody else, or you're trying to act a certain type of way, or trying to act a way that is ugly. So really what you are on the inside reflects on the outside, you know? So same with men. You know, like, if you're handsome, be handsome on the inside too. If you're gorgeous, be gorgeous on the inside too. That makes you even more gorgeous. Like, real life. Like, I've noticed that, you know, because I feel like people aren't perfect, obviously. God didn't make us perfect. You know, he made us in his image, but only God is perfect. That's the only person I can say that is actually perfect, you know? But as far as, like, when it comes to men see that too. I mean, everybody sees that, but men, especially like the women that are like, why am I still single? Or why don't guys take me serious as far as like marriage, or as far as like being in a long-term relationship, or as far as like actually not even just wanting sex from them, just like in general, like vibing. Because women do vibe as well, men, you know, like they do just, you know, gosh, what time is it? But they do just vibe as well, you know. And a lot of people are gonna be like, well, you know, I guess like I'm pretty, so they must see me as sexual. And that's not always like, you know, that's not always the case. But it's really like how you are as a person, especially like now when it comes to like people repenting. So it's like the ones that are repenting and the ones that are celibate, it's like we're coming into the point where it's like guys don't really want to date us, because it's like, well, guys that aren't Christian, you know, guys that aren't like repenting themselves or being delivered themselves, they don't want to date us just because you're not giving out the sex, you know. So I feel like this generation is definitely based off sex. It's definitely based off like, what can the other person do for you? But like, really though, like, I can explain it very well, but if it doesn't come to, okay, so let's say this, like, if he's just dating you just to like have sex with you, or if that's his motive, not even just his motive, if that's like he does not want to be friends with you, I say, like, if he cannot be friends with you, bro, like, for a long period of time without it being like, all right, so when are we gonna have sex? Like, I feel like real life, when it comes to even dating, when it comes to like being friends with a man, if he's asking you to chill at his house in the first year, I say don't do it. I say real life, especially if you kind of get if you get the vibe that he's trying to have sex with you, just stop talking to him. But like, in general, like, I feel like when it comes to dating, y'all should be out. Y'all should be enjoying yourselves. And then keep it as friends. Of course, like, some friends do go to your house, but, I mean, if he can't chill with you at your house and it not be, like, you know, friendship, if it can't be, first of all, a guy that really wants to date you, a guy that really wants to, like, chill with you, even if it's not even dating, if it's just friends-wise, they don't want to chill at their house anyways. They want to go out and have fun. And I feel like now, I mean, you don't have to go to the club. Well, you know, like, some Christians do go to the club. I don't, just because it is an evil environment. You know, it really is. And it just depends where you're at. It depends who you're with. Depends, like, you know, the environment in general. Because not all clubs are, like, evil, you know. Not all clubs are like, oh my gosh, you know. But as far as, like, dating wise, as far as like friendship wise, like I say don't do it unless he's real. I say don't even go to his. He wouldn't even want you to come to his house because of the temptation, you know. So if he can't even stop himself from the temptation, I say don't even chill. But you kind of notice that like the first few times y'all hang out, you know, if he wants to have sex with you, or if he wants to be with you in an intimate way, the first time y'all are chilling out, you know, and that's a red flag right there. But and the same vice versa to the men too. Like if she wants you to, because you know it's not just men out here that's like wanting to have sex, it's women too, you know. So definitely get you a good Christian woman or a good Christian man, you know, to actually like you for the person that you are. Yeah. And actually not be like, oh, you think you're gorgeous? You think you're beautiful? Oh, I don't want to be with you, because that man or that woman has insecurities of their own. You know, they have insecurities that they cannot get over. How do you find yourself so beautiful? Like if they can't get that through their mind, or if they don't even see you as beautiful, then they don't see themselves as beautiful either. But yeah, like self-care, thinking you're gorgeous, knowing you're gorgeous, come on, man. But knowing you're gorgeous, knowing that you're, you know, beautiful, knowing that you are just in a light, you know. If you're in a light, just be okay with being in a light, you know. Like if your light is too bright for the other person, deuces, bye, you know, bye. You don't need to be in my light anyway. You don't even need to be in my circle. You know, that's what it is. You don't even need to be around me. Especially if you're trying to dim my light. Like, whoa. You know, you're trying to dim my light, but hey, shine your this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. That's been in my mind for like months. Like when I tell you like months, like that song has been on my mind for a long time, and a lot of us have been getting that too. And it's like that song, you're so beautiful, and I want you to know you are my favorite girl. Some of us have been having that pop up in our heads too. That's God telling us, hey, you're beautiful, your light is shining bright, and don't ever let anybody dim it. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you're not beautiful. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you're not worthy, you know. So men too, you know. So hey, thank you so much, and my name is Ariel, and see you in the next video.